Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's exciting video. As you can see, I'm super comfy. I want to just like cozy vibes. The other day I made a video to like my younger self, like we met for coffee, and it got me thinking like I really want to do a video. If I could give advice to my younger self, what would it be? Or like to the younger girls in their early 20s. And then of course I had to get my drink of choice, which is this strawberries and cream zero sugar Dr. Pepper. That's really good. Okay, so the first one is going to be so fitting because I had a conversation yesterday with my sisters about this. They say your net worth is your network. They mean it. I am an introvert, and like when I obviously went to college, and like in college I never joined organizations. I remember in orientation, like when I first started college, like we had orientation and they took us to all the organizations you can like pick from, and I was just looking at it and I'm like, why would I want to do that? That was so ignorant of me. You meet people, you meet opportunities. The second one is kind of cliche, but you hear it all the time. But I wish I was kinder to my younger self. I feel like I'm very hard on myself and I'm very ambitious, which is a good thing. But at the same time, like I beat myself up in certain circumstances if like I'm not accomplishing what I perceive that I should be accomplishing at this moment, or what I should be looking like, or what I should be doing in life. And so I feel like whenever I hit accomplishments, like it's hard for me to like enjoy it. It's like, okay, what's the next thing? I'm always constantly trying to better my life, but then it's not good because I don't know how to relax, and it's caused like anxieties. If I was just kinder to myself, I think things would just be a lot better. But it's definitely a work in progress. Like now I am so excited about any accomplishment that I make, and I'm like just like very words of affirmation and loving to myself. It's taken time, but like my younger self, I wish I could just hug her and I'm like, I was so hard on you. One is time waits for no one. I am a huge believer that time waits for no one. Life and time just goes and goes and goes, and so like seize the opportunity. And I know I keep talking about opportunities and networking and being kinder to yourself, but like life goes by like that. Like the days seem long, but the years are so short, you guys. I promise. Like don't be stagnant in life. Like constantly try to better your life, but then also be kind and loving with the accomplishments you make. I know all of this sounds so cliche, it's like we all know this, but it's like practice those like good habits of, don't want to look up 5 years have passed by and you're like, what have I accomplished? Like everyone I feel like has potential and a purpose on this earth, and so just like sitting around and waiting for things to be better is not going to happen. Like you have to make moves. I think one of the best things that I personally did for myself was getting a college degree. It's opened doors for me, it's giving me more money, and it just makes things like I feel more fulfilled, you know, like with my job now. It's so funny because if you knew how much I disliked teaching in the past few years versus what I'm doing now. I'm still in education, I still teach, but I do special education. I just had to find something more fulfilling within education, which I do now. I'm a big believer in just like having something for yourself, having a purpose, and I feel like everything you do has a purpose, whether that's being a stay-at-home mom, whether that's you chasing the bag, whether that's you working part-time, like, but regardless, like have a purpose and like better yourself. The next one is about men. I feel like a lot of my younger self to be married, I don't know, I just always thought that was like the end goal, marriage, kids, etc. Like, you know, that's like what we're kind of fed and pushed early on, regardless if you're Muslim or not. Like that's all we seen as fairy tales in marriage. But like I think that if I could tell my younger self something, it would be that men are not everything. I am so blessed to have my husband Brad, who is, you know, just an amazing husband and provider, and just, you know, I love him so much. And maybe it's easier said than done. It's like because you're married, it's like of course, but it's like men are not the end all be all. Like it's not the end all be all. So, and you don't need to tie your self-worth, not that I did, maybe a little bit, but still, like, you know, if you're watching this, like you don't need to tie your self-worth to men, because they come and they go, and you'll find your person regardless of what it is, like, you know, and like be, and it is. I think this one will probably resonate with like anyone watching this, but being uncomfortable is okay, guys. I personally hate being uncomfortable. Like I literally, if I could be comfortable 24/7, I would. I love being comfortable. I love being cozy. I love being warm. I hate the cold. Like, you know, I love being comfortable, but being uncomfortable is okay. Like school is uncomfortable, working out is uncomfortable. I don't know, like life is uncomfortable, okay? It's full of uncomfortableness, and I like to run away from my problems. I'm really bad about that, but I think that it's very important to be uncomfortable, and it has growing pains, and like in the long run you will thank your future self or your past self. Future self, yeah. I think a lot of people can also resonate with this next one, but like whatever plans you have, like don't wait, just do it, guys. Like I promise you, one of my biggest goals, like back in the days, that I've always wanted to do, that I was just too scared, it was never the right time, it was just, I don't know, excuse after excuse, is social media and YouTube. And now I am definitely doing it, and I love it, and I think it's like my favorite. Like if I could do this full time, I would. It's my dream job. Like it is so incredibly fun, and I just was always scared, and now that I'm like older and just more mature and like more confident, I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. And I love filming, but I wish, like whatever it may be, like, you know, it doesn't have to be YouTube, it doesn't have to be content creation, but whatever you want to do in life, do it. I know not everyone can relate to this one, but if you have really well-meaning parents, like listen to your parents, you know. Like I've always been very respectful of my parents. I'm so scared of them and I love them so much, but I sometimes wish I listened to them a little bit more, you know. They're the best humans ever, but I know like not everyone's situation is this, but like if you have really good wholesome parents, listen to them, call them every day, love on them. They're, you know what I mean, like they're just amazing, you know. And like I said, not everyone has the opportunity, whether that is if they're deceased or if your parents are just crappy, which happens. But if you have really well-meaning wholesome parents, love on them, because you'll get to a point where, like, you know, your parents get old and it's like you feel like your parents are invincible. Like guys, it's so weird. Like I just always see my parents just be so strong, and oh my god, it's so weird seeing my parents now. Like the strength isn't there. My dad has Parkinson's and he's okay for the most part, but he's a lot more, his mobility is very affected. Like he's very slow, but he is just, you know what I mean, he doesn't have the strength that he once did of picking us up and walking normal, driving, just, you know, being super able-bodied. And it's weird, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And it's gotten to a point where it's like your parents are not taking care of you anymore. They're like, you're taking care of them, and it's a trippy, weird feeling, but it's like, you know, such a fulfilling feeling at the same time. I'm a pretty guarded person, and so I feel like at my big age, I'm still trying to navigate genuine people. I genuinely struggle with having good people in my life. I don't know why, but not everyone, okay, I take that back, but a lot of people that I become friends with always end up envious or jealous of me, and I don't know why. I really don't. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, is it me, dude? Like, it's so freaking weird, you guys. But anyways, and my younger self, obviously, like, you know, your younger self, you're a lot more naive and stuff. And so younger me was way more naive, and I've had friends that were just not well-meaning. And so something I drill into my kids, into my sisters, is the 5 closest people to you is the person, you're the 6th person. Basically, the 5 people that you hang around with is who you are. So if you're hanging around with people that are doing XYZ and it's not good and it's illegal and it's just, you know, really bad for you, you're gonna become the 6th person. Even if you're like, oh, I would never. No, it just takes one moment. But if you're hanging around with well-mannered people that want the best for you and, you know, have ambitions and like doing what they need to do, then you're probably gonna be the 6th person. Who you hang out with is who you are, and don't be blinded and don't be so ignorant, like to like, oh, that would never be me. It can be you. The last one, and I'm gonna close it out, is stop looking at the past, which is very ironic, because this is I guess like a video to my younger self, but it's not really just to my younger self, but it's just like to people that are maybe in their early 20s, or it doesn't matter, 30s, 40s, literally all of this that I say, I think
room.
You're cleaning your room?
Yeah.
Okay, go make it spotless. I think anything I'm saying resonates with anyone, no matter your age. So yeah, it's a little ironic, but like, stop looking at the past. I feel like I'm really bad about that, and I hate it so much, guys. It's such a bad thing, but like, I always constantly sometimes look at things like, oh, I wish I did XYZ. So I just think that is something that I'm constantly working on, even now, but I've gotten a lot better. Anyways, guys, that was really fun. I really enjoyed this video. I really hope it helped somebody, or it resonated with you, and you can take something back with what I said. And I'm definitely going to be more consistent on YouTube, guys. After the TikTok ban, I was like, you know what? Let me step my game up, guys. And it's definitely helped me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love you so much. Please comment, guys, of what you want to see, because I want to like pump more videos out, and I want to be more personable. And I just feel like this is the perfect platform for that. I love you. Bye, guys.